morning to welcome you to the Way of the Spiritual Path. Today we're bringing in Master Jayant Deshpande all the way from India to teach us about light channeling. He's the main master there, and we have the good fortune of having his presence with us. This is my buddy Pratibha, and she's from India, staying here with family. Pratibha is how I learned about light channeling. Pratibha, how long have you been doing light channeling?
Of course.
How long have you been doing light channeling?
4 years, from 2012. 2012, yes.
Since 2012?
Yes.
Great. And has it changed your life considerably?
Definitely. Definitely, I had a lot of change. And then I feel very happy always. And then I started teaching light channeling. And in Atlanta also, as well as in hospitals in Bangalore, as well as in wherever myself and my husband used to teach light channeling. And now I'm continuing.
He's passed since then, and
Yes,
you've had the
now I'm
courage
continuing
to continue.
in temples and in villages. And whenever I come to Atlanta, of course, by Master's grace and by Master Jayant Deshpande's grace, I'm continuing. And of course, I'm very grateful to you also.
Thank you.
You are
Thank you.
helping me a lot.
Thank you.
In spreading light. And this is something like light revolution. And light is spreading very fast.
It is spreading very fast.
Yes, very fast.
So when I first met you, your husband was still living, and he was usually the lead, and you would be in the background. But now he's
Yeah.
passed, and you've had to be courageous and step up for a greater purpose. So I really appreciate you stepping forward, breaking through your shyness and your inability to really be courageous. You
Yes.
broke through that, and you're courageously teaching.
My ultimate motto is to spread light.
Your ultimate motto is to spread light.
Yeah,
Great.
That's the ultimate motto.
Wonderful.
And with His grace, and of course, with God's grace.
God's grace.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
So, Master Jayant Deshpande, can you please tell the viewers about light channeling and who you are and about the organization?
Yes. First of all, namaste to Ms. Ursula and Pratibha ji and all the viewers of America. It's a great honor to be present on this program, and I'm really grateful to you for this opportunity. I know you are involved in very noble work, which helps so many people.
Thank you.
I somehow feel you are the chosen channel for spreading the message of light channeling in America.
Well, we all are, but thank you. Thank you.
Light channeling is a very simple technique taught by my Guru, Guruji Krishnananda. Guruji Krishnananda was a great master, enlightened master, who learnt meditations from his Guru, Maharshi Amara. He launched this Light Channels World Movement in the year 2008, and through this movement, he passed on this great technique of light channeling. Before I talk about myself, just a very brief about my Guru, Guruji Krishnananda. He has taught meditations to thousands of people. He was a great master, in touch with very great astral light masters. He wrote this book, Doorways to Light, which is considered a very great spiritual textbook for the seekers of truth. He passed over in 2012, and after his passing over, I continue his work, supported by many of his direct disciples who are working with me. Light channeling is about channeling of light. Before I tell you about the technique, I wanted to take a few minutes to explain about light. what is light? What is this light that we are talking of? This light that we are talking of is the first light. I will quickly explain. Before this creation came into existence, first thing that emerged from an unknown and unknowable region of, we can say, God, unknown and unknowable region of God, we can say. The first thing that emerged is this light. From this light, this entire creation came into existence. From this light manifested the universes, manifested the galaxies, the stars, and everything that is there in the creation. Even we are a part of light. So we are talking of that light, and that is the light we are channeling. Guruji Krishnananda told us that when we channel this light spreads through us and spreads to our surroundings and to the whole world. I will explain the technique, but before that, I just wanted to explain this. And it helps everybody in so many ways. So many ways. This light contains peace, it contains love, it contains all that you can imagine as positive. It contains wisdom, it contains everything positive. This light, we can say it's the highest intelligence. Some people call it as creative intelligence. We can say this light is God Himself. So this is the light we are talking of.
So any religion can really practice this. If they believe in God, then God is light.
You are very much right. Anybody can practice it. Anybody can practice it. In
And
fact,
people
over here, I'm sorry.
I beg your pardon. Even people who don't believe in God, in quotations, or they don't understand what that is, everybody can understand that light is, why we exist. Like without light, there is no life on this planet. So even a scientific believer, somebody who says, I don't believe in spirituality or whatever, but I understand light, even they could practice light channeling.
Yes, definitely. Even they can practice.
Okay.
They need not believe in a form of a God, let us say. They need not believe in a particular form of a God. But probably everybody believes in some kind of a superpower, some kind of a super intelligence. Even if they don't believe, they can experiment with this. If they have an open mind, they can experiment with this.
Great.
Yeah, yeah.
So do you want to guide us through the light channeling technique?
Yes. I will explain the technique, and then probably we can practice also if we have the time.
Yes, perfect.
Yeah. So the most important thing for bringing down this light, Guruji Krishnananda told us that this light, which is, as I explained earlier, which is in a very subtle form, a very high frequency, which we cannot see. We can see the physical light, but this light we cannot see, but we can experience. He said that with a pure intention, we can bring this light down into our system, into our body. And then we can experience it. And then we can slowly spread it. The only thing that is required is a pure intention.
Okay.
Nothing else. As you said, anybody can practice it. There are no restrictions. No restrictions. Children, elders, believers, non-believers, anybody can practice it.
Okay.
So we have to, basically to practice this technique, we have to sit, or we can even practice this lying down. There are absolutely no restrictions. But to begin with, let us say, we can sit comfortably, we can relax, we can close our eyes, and then we can imagine a huge a huge ocean of light above us. This ocean of light, let us say, is God Himself. God Himself. We can imagine this entire sky filled with this light, ocean of light. Then we pray to this light and intend, very sincerely, very genuinely intend that this light comes down, enters us, and spreads everywhere. So we sit in a relaxed fashion, close our eyes, imagine an ocean of light, and intend. Then, then we imagine this, what do you say, a beam of light coming down from this ocean of light. And this beam of light, it enters into our system through our head and slowly occupies our entire body, mind, our intellect, everything. Our entire personality is filled with this light. We can imagine that every particle, every cell of our system is filled with this light. And then we just experience it. Maybe for a minute or two, we can experience this. We can practice now. We can practice now.
Pratibha and I already started.
Yes.
Very good, very good, very good. So let us experience this light for a minute or two. I hope it's fine for the program.
Yes.
We can just
Yes.
spend a minute. This light has immense love, unconditional love, and peace, immense peace. We can experience that. Right now, we can experience it. My guru told that if we practice like this, if we bring down this light and experience in our system, he said this experiencing is, we can call it meditation, which is for personal growth, self-development. And then when we spread this light around us and it reaches other people, we can say we are, helping others. So experiencing in our system is meditation, which is for self-development, and spreading it around so that it reaches the whole world. It's for others, for a noble work. Right, now what we can do? Slowly we can imagine that this light, it continues to flow through us, continues to enter into our system and slowly spreads out from our body in all the directions, above, below, in all the directions around us, fills up this room, the studio, all the equipment and all the people in the studio. We can go on experiencing like this. Then we can continue to imagine that light further spreads out in the surrounding areas, the entire building, spreads out to the locality, and slowly to the city there, Atlanta city there, and Bangalore here. continues to spread further, spreading beyond Atlanta and Bangalore, spreading all over America, and here spreading all over India. Everybody receives this light. The buildings, the people, the nature, the animals, everything is filled with this light. And light spreads further, and slowly it occupies the entire world. We can continue to spread light like this. Let the light flow through us into the world for some time, maybe for another couple of minutes. We just have to sit in stillness and allow this light to continue to flow through us. And in the process, we go on experiencing, of course. Now we can slowly open our eyes and just relax. I wanted to say one more thing before we get into the benefits of this. This light is very subtle, very subtle. When we channel it, when it enters us, our bodies work as transformer, so that the light becomes a bit grosser, so that we can absorb it and we can experience it. And these grosser vibrations, when we spread, even other people are able to receive it and absorb it. So we act as transformer. Although light is very subtle, when it passes through us, it helps others to also absorb and experience. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. That was really beautiful. It felt like being in a waterfall of love.
You are right. You are right. Light has love, unconditional love. It has.
I teach people this when they tell me that they're empathic. So, empathic means that you feel other people's feelings. So, you watch the news and the devastation that's happening in countries, and you feel the ripple of that. Or you're talking to somebody just doing a transition in a store, but they're carrying depression, and you feel the depression. Or seeing a woman struggle with two little children, and you can see she's stressed out. You feel that. So people who are empathic, they feel the world, they feel other people's feelings, and it can be overwhelming. And usually empathic people have sweet hearts. They're a sweet person. So when I teach them light channeling or send them to the link where they can learn and watch the video, then they can have a very powerful tool that instead of taking on negative energy, that they're sending out love and help and assistance and compassion and all of the qualities that we know to be of the higher vibrations. And for those people, it's a very, very strong, impactful, powerful, life-changing, game-changer technique. And it's very simple. It's not complicated. You don't have to go to India to learn it. It's very simple, timely, practical. It's like all the things that people would need from a meditation.
Very true. Very true. In fact, my guru used to say, with God, everything is very simple. Somehow, it is the human beings who complicate things.
Yeah, I agree. True.
He in fact said that even if you make a mistake in practicing this technique, it has no negative effect, because with light, only thing that can happen is positive. Positive.
So when is this practice good? In the morning, in the night, whenever you need it? What would you recommend?
Any time of the day, you can practice it. There are absolutely no restrictions.
And in reading some of the light channeling books, I saw that there's many stories of miracles that happen, healings and relationship repair and so on.
True. In fact, light contains everything that is positive. It contains healing energies. It contains creative energies. And people apply it in different ways. We haven't taught people to apply it in different ways. We have told them to do it so that we are able to spread love and peace, and we are able to. My guru's idea was mainly to hasten the coming of new age. With that idea, he started this Light Channels World movement in 2008, because this becomes like a mass movement. It's a very silent movement where there are no slogans, there are no protests. All we have to do is sit in silence and go on channeling light. He said, channel as soon as you get up in the morning, and channel it again before going to bed in the night. He said, channel for minimum 7 minutes. That is what he suggested. We can do that, but we can channel light at any other time. Okay. The point I was trying to make, sorry to interrupt you, was that I have seen people applying it for different things. When children go to write their exams, they practice this for a few minutes, and they say that they're able to remember, they're able to perform better in their exams. People go for interviews, they use this technique to improve their performance in interviews. And there was a very touching story of a child from a poor background in India. When she was taught this, she began this practice and began sending this light to her father, who was an alcoholic. And she told us that gradually her father gave up drinking.
Wow.
So people apply it in so many different ways.
Yeah, life-changing, life-changing.
Life changing, absolutely, life changing, life changing.
It's very effective.
Very effective.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very,
Yeah.
very peaceful.
Yeah.
Yeah, as I said, the first benefit is anybody can experience peace. People can experience love. We can heal ourselves because light contains everything. It contains healing energies. We can, what do you say, refine our emotions.
Refine our emotions. Wow.
Yes.
That's powerful because our emotions really are our animalistic nature. They're our human nature, and to refine them, I could see tremendously. Especially people who suffer from anger. That's one of the most powerful. That they can't even control it anymore, and if they could refine that or diminish it in any way, that could be again another life-changing technique for them in all the relationships, even their livelihood.
Very true, very true. Relationships. We can refine our emotions, we can refine our thinking, we positivize our thinking. We begin vibrating positivity. And you know it very well because you are a healer, that so many problems we face in life, come because of, let us say, negative thinking, negative vibrations.
Yeah.
Imagine all this getting cleared. We become healthy, we start feeling healthy and full of life, full of life.
That's wonderful. And I also know our family benefits anytime we do work, just like the little girl example. Our family, I notice the more I do my work, my family starts changing. Everybody calms down, everybody's nicer, it's like that. And I wonder, like, how come everyone else, are they meditating too? Like, what's going on? Because I do notice a difference in the people who are in my life.
Very, very true, very true. When we channel light, as I told earlier, my guru explained that it becomes, it begins, let us say, it becomes slightly grosser so that people can absorb it. They may not be aware of it, but they will be receiving it.
Yeah.
And somehow it will have an impact on them.
Wonderful. Can you, for people who would be interested in further study, can you say the name of the website or a place to order books if they want to read more?
Yes, I can share that. The website is called lightchannels.com. www.lightchannels, lightchannels.com.
Great.
And people can go there, and there is another site called lightagmasters.com where they can buy books.
Lightagemasters.com.
Correct.
Okay. And the thing that I send people mostly to is the video explaining the light channeling. On YouTube, there's a lovely video.
Yes.
Yeah.
On these websites that I just now mentioned, we have the videos on that.
Perfect.
People can watch the video and learn it. It's a very simple technique. The video only helps, that is all. But even if you have not watched the video, you can still practice it. It's just imagination and pure intention. That is the most important thing.
That's
pure
what
intention.
I like, that pure intention.
Yeah.
Master Jayant, thank you so much for joining us. I really very much appreciated you taking the time to share your beauty and your gifts and your energy specifically with us. So thank you kindly. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I should be grateful to you for this great opportunity for the light to further spread.
Thank you. Namaste. Thank you for joining us on the way of the spiritual path. So happy you could join us. I hope you enjoy the bliss that we just experiencing and share it with others. Thank you for joining me for season 2 of The Way of the Spiritual Path. It's been a blast. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm still interested in your feedback. Please connect with me, connect and say hello. I want feedback. Thank you.